Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Carson Palmer brings Arizona out onto the field, and they got the Week 2 win over Indianapolis. That was Bruce Arians' first return to Indianapolis since the Chuck Pagano year of 2012. Close win, but a win nonetheless.
And a big one for him, and his team was down for much of the game. In fact, their first lead was when they won the game in overtime, right? Win for Bruce Arians and his Arizona team. But, of course, great memories for him of being in Indianapolis and being named Coach of the Year that year as he guided the Colts in the Chuck Strong absence.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And Carson Palmer is going to turn 38 in December. Actually contemplated not coming back in 2017. I wonder how disappointing he was in the 2016 season.
Well, do you think that that's a reason that he's back?
I think that maybe he feels like there's one more good run in this Arizona Cardinals team, and he wants to be the QB for it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Jalen Smith. I got to have some enthusiasm for this young man who missed his whole rookie year because of a knee injury in college. To see him back on the field making plays, that's exciting.
It is, and the good news for him, still just 22 years old, so hopefully a long, bright future ahead of him. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, one unit I know you want offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They go play action now. Palmer. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Jaron Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Prescott on first down. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. The play clock's running down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Beasley complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan. You have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On third down, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 7-0 is our score. Back to Glendale after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Prescott yet again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This is Kerwin Williams, his first carry. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Palmer. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Tyrone Crawford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards. It's over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Drops it underneath to Elliott. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Prescott flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Golden able to get him for a loss of about 3.
He may not be a household name, but Marcus Golden plays with such passion, such fury, and some pretty good pass rush moves at 12.5 sacks in 2016.
Tied for 3rd in the NFL, former 2nd-round pick out of Missouri.
Yeah, that's turned into a little bit of a pass rushing factory, isn't it? Got a lot of guys who can get there from Mizzou.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He dumps off to Morris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right?
It's got to be good.
You tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
And no a move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Play clock winding down. 4th down, Prescott. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Delayed game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. To the air again, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield now, here's Palmer. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So out now come the Cardinals. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Was that a receiver? There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Palmer throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Cardinals haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Cowboys have come in and looked good as the road team.